I love Minecraft horses and have had so many awesome memories with them. Getting blown up by creepers, shot by skeletons, poked by cactuses, despawning, and being burnt with fire. And in trying to avoid that last fate, I put one in a minecart to get it through the nether. There was also the time I fell down a friend's mineshaft and was forced to jump onto the ladder and watch my mount become flat on the ground far below. Now I say all these things without mentioning the infamous horse disease, in which my secure horses would randomly be found as only pieces of lifeless leather. By the way, can you subscribe? I want to get 1,000 subs. I love Minecraft horses, but being a horse connoisseur in Minecraft is far from profitable. You almost never see survival players even using them. Perhaps Moying is horse phobic, because they seem to make the unfortunate quadrupeds less and less desirable in every new update. Here's a little horse history. Back in 1.6.1, the horse update, we got the original Minecraft horses. They were based off of a mod called Mo Creatures by Dr. Zart. They can be ridden with saddles, wear armor, and can be bred with carrots. They could also be fed many other vegetarian food sources, but for a different purpose. If you hop off the horse and click on it with, let's say, some wheat, it will heal any missing health. Rather a clunky mechanic though, since you have to dismount and the horse will start running away the instant you do this, but a mechanic nonetheless. Another use for horse feed like this is to make foals grow up faster, although you need rather excessive amounts of the stuff. Now comes the infamous Update 1.9. It introduced Elytra, and when they became powered by fireworks, the horse became almost obsolete for serious transportation. Then, boats on ice and riptide tridents paired with the aforementioned Elytra gave the poor ponies even tougher competition. Seeing as horses were already pretty bad to begin with, compared to these new features, they were almost completely useless. Then, in 1.13, the horse's model and textures were changed, against my will, for what I can only assume is continuity with other mobs models. It's half the reason why I'm playing 1.9 Minecraft right now, which you should honestly give a try. It's just as much fun as you remember. Now we get to some of the major flaws that are baked into the beasts regardless of which update you play on. First of all, when you're riding a horse, only the horse's hitbox can actually contact blocks. Might not sound like a problem, right? But your player's head has no such rules applied to it while riding. After only a few seconds in a 2-block high space, you will suffocate, which makes horses useful only in wide open areas. Also, unlike real ponies, they painfully cannot swim in anything deeper than 2 blocks and will continually eject you every time you try to ride them to shore. Another annoyance is that jumping any number of blocks with your horse is often unnecessarily difficult because it contains an unusual charging feature, which is especially hard to do when it most counts. Also, breeding these animals was almost useless because it never gave you any offspring which improved stats. And in fact, the offspring were usually worse. Oftentimes, the foal was slower than a walking player. This was primarily because the algorithm for choosing the stats of the horse used the average stats of its parents and then combined it with the stats of an ominous third horse, as this guy puts it in his bug report. By the way, this bug wasn't fixed until 10 years later. Now, when you get to any form of mounted combat, that's when the suffering truly begins. If your horse takes damage, say a skeleton shoots it, it will usually rear up and entirely stop forward velocity, which puts it in line for getting blown sky high by a creeper. A horse that is on fire makes the likelihood of this even higher. Now, at least horses can wear good armor, right? Wrong. Armor only gives a horse 44% damage protection with full diamond. That's close to half as much protection as the diamond armor a player can wear. What's more, all horse armor, except leather, cannot be enchanted or crafted. And there still isn't any netherite horse armor. Now, on top of all that, shooting with a bow or striking with a sword can be very difficult because the horse head keeps obscuring a huge section of your vision. Not being able to see also means that your horse has a high chance of falling down one of Minecraft's many pits, or, hopefully not, a lava pool. So, does Mojang hate horses? Probably. But if they did care, 3 of the choices I would like them to make would be netherite horse armor, no rearing up when they take damage because that's just a ridiculous feature anyway, and perhaps if there was a slower speed setting, like let's say you didn't press the sprint button, maybe your horse would go a little slower and then you wouldn't shoot off cliffs as easily. But at the end of the day, I still love horses, no matter how neglected or nerfed they are, especially when I'm playing in 1.8.9. If you'd like more videos vaguely like this, please subscribe. I want to get to 1K subs.